plus la. So in Arabic we say Allah. Right? Because of tajweed, you can't, because the noon is sakin, you can't say an-la in tajweed. You have to silence the noon. You make idgham now. Right? Allah, that's why the word Allah is now used. It's really that's why we have to know the words. Right. It's not just about knowing, because you can read Arabic, I'm not saying you, because we can read Arabic, you have to know what that word is. Allah is really the word an plus la. And how that equals Allah, which means not to. Right? So what prevented you from not prostrating is amartuka. To meaning Allah. Ka. When I commanded you. Qala ana khayru minhu. Khalaqtani. You created me, min nar. Wa khalaqtahu min teen. Right? At this point he's Iblis. Then Allah says, قال فاهبط منها. فاهبط. Habit means like if you take something, like if the dust, what it's going to do?
Fall.
It's going to fall down. That's what I said. فاهبط منها.
Fall from here.
Fall from here. Get out of here. In other words, it's like
brushing away something that's insignificant.
Dust in the wind.
Yeah, and it's falling down to the ground. That's فاهبط.
Jump off a cliff.
منها.
Yeah, jump off a cliff.
That was Allah's attitude with him. Position with him. فاهبط منها. Get out of here. I mean, how?
Hold. That's how you say it? What is it? فاهبط منها.
All right, look, come on, let's read it. منها. فما, look, فما يكون لك أن تتكبر. It is not your place to be takabbar, to have arrogance, to be arrogant. This is not your place to be arrogant. You don't have the right. فما تكون تتكبر. فيها. And then Allah says again, فَقْرُجْ إِنَّكَ مِنَ الصَّاغِرِينَ. So, you know, sagir?
Like small, little, insignificant.
Insignificant.
You're nothing.
You little
loser.
Right? So now look at Iblis' position now. So he then says, okay, qala, anzirni. Anzirni. Nadara is the fourth form verb. It's an imperative verb. Give me time. Give me time. Ila yawmi yub'athun. To the day that mankind is raised up again.
That's the end of that.
Okay? Qala, Allah says, innaka min al-munzarin. Okay? Yeah, you've been granted that. And then he said, now we see the rest of the story.
Man.
Yeah. It's been a setup all along. Going for that chunk?
The fix is
that
in.
Sorghum? You gotta be kidding me. And we go for it.
Yo, that's major.
And another time we look at in the because what happened, especially with the Quran, because remember the Quran came down according to what was going on during the Prophet's time. So you got to then go and get the other ayats that tie this on so you can see the full story. Because that's another surah, so you can get the...
But it's funny because, like, I guess from growing up the way we did, or people that weren't as Muslims, that don't really understand the Arabic, they make him seem very powerful. To us. Shaitan, they make him seem very...
Seeking refuge from the shaitan.
Yeah, make him seem like he's powerful.
Protection. You know, I think recently somebody was like, we shouldn't do that because it's given some powerful attributes to him. I don't know.
That's that Christian type aspect.
But the seeking refuge is for, not because we illuminating him, but because we seeking for our protection.
We need... Okay, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. So we can understand, so we can put it in perspective. And this answers your question. Okay? So, if we go back to the ayat and stand on this ayat, the surah right now, Shaitan said to Allah, he going to come to the people on the straight path. Where at? He going to meet you in front. He going to meet you head on. He going to sneak up from behind, from the right, and from the left. I was listening to a lecture years ago by Sheikh Kish. You know, he's a scholar out of Egypt. He passed away, you know, I forget the year he passed away, but very beneficial. And he was giving this talk about this ayat, these ayats. He said, in the ayat, He mentioned 4 places. We have 6 spots. There's 6 sides to us though. He failed to mention above and underneath. Above is our dua. That's why we say A'udhu Billahi, and then when we make sajda. And that's what Iblis cannot do. So every time we make sajda, the shaitan, he says, woe to me, I wish I had made sajda when I was commanded. Woe to me. Woe in Arabic, wail in Arabic means it's a valley, a wadi fil Jahannam. It's a valley in Jahannam. The root, this is where the bottom is.
The word
The wail.
wait. But when it's in
yes, wailul mukadhibin. Yeah, that is it means a valley in the hellfire. And a valley, the valley means you down at the bottom. That's how you get to the valley. You got to go to the bottom. And that's where those people are. So when it's wailul lil mukadhibin, wailul lil mukafirin, mean they're in the bottom. And that's what the shaitan says, wailul li. I'm at the bottom. We set ourselves up because we don't study.
So, let me ask you this. He says, woe to me that I didn't make sajda. Yeah. So is the understanding that he still refuses to make sajda, or Allah has cut him off?
He's off. He's off. There's nothing else for him.
So Allah has cut him
off.
He couldn't make sajda.
He couldn't. That's right. He's like Abu Lahab.
Right.
Now,
so if I can't make sajda, I'm gonna suffer. I'm gonna get all y'all as many as I can.
No, isn't that selfish? Now you see why that's one of the diseases of the heart, being selfish.
But I'm still on the point that Allah made him very insignificant, very small. But it seems like everybody else makes
Allah
him very
says,
huge.
"Innaka min as-sagirin." You know.
I understand what I'm saying. Yeah.
He said he gonna how many? What's your chances if you got to do it in front of you, behind you, and on both sides? What's your chances of winning?
Not much. You don't got no chance.
You got to go
to Allah.
up or down.
Yeah.
You yourself, comparatively, they got the ups on you.
Yeah.
Even though he's sagir to Allah.
Right.
Yeah. But to us, we're just creation.
We're sagir to Allah too.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying, but he may be, because of who he was,
he got the ups.
but he can't really do anything to us except suggest.
As long as we.
It's another eye. What Allah says in the Quran, He don't have no power of you except what? That He suggested. That's what Allah says in the Quran. That's why I said when you gotta really take all the ayat, and so that way you can see the full picture. Because there's other ayats that give you the meaning, what's actually going on. I mean, he's a child, and what he used are old. He's been doing the same thing since the beginning of time.
We gotta take responsibility too for the things that we do. As opposed to trying to give tribute to Sheikh. Oh, it's easy.
It's easy to say that, but it's us on us. It's on us.
But see, when I know once that was explained to me also that we can't be like, okay, we see how insignificant Shaitan is, so it's
don't sleep on him.
We can't.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh no, he good.
Because
he
Allah
good.
tells us the only ways we can protect.
What's that guy made off?
Bernie.
Bernie. He good. How much he made off.
With a whole bunch.
Yeah, he good. Shaitan is
we
good.
only have certain ways that we can fight against Shaitan. It's not like we can, fight against him in ways that we can come up with.
Let me ask you a question. How many people know the door for leaving their home?
You found it. Studied it.
How many people know the door that you should say when you leave the house? When you leave your home? Mahua.
No, that's the wrong.
Bismillah.
Tawakkaltu ala Allah.
Tawakkaltu ala Allah. Why we don't make this dua? When you make this dua, you know what the Prophet said? Shaitan says, how can I affect a person who has been guided by Allah? Just by making that dua alone. See, when you go out, if you go out following the sunnah, and this is all go back to the beginning of the ayah when we first started this morning. فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرُكُمْ. It goes back. So, if a person goes out with the intention, see how you can, all this ties in now with the niyat? If you go up that house, I'm going to go dip over here. I ain't saying Bismillah tawakkal Allah, because you can't make dua for something that's haram. You getting ready to drink what they drink today. I mean, I don't know, but Jack Daniel, whatever. It was when we grew up. It was what
bum juice. They call it bum juice, like Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, yeah, that stuff.
Thunderbird, Wild Mad Dog 2020, Wild Irish
You
Rose.
can't Wild Irish Rose. That was the one. You can't say Bismillah. I mean, they don't go together. You can't make dua saying the haram. But if you're not doing the haram, why don't we arm ourselves? If you say the dua the Prophet said, unless we don't believe in it, it's either one or two things. Abdur-Rahman, we either believe in the Prophet
or you're heedless,
or we don't believe what he said. He said when we make this dua, the shaitan then says, wait. He says again, wait. How can I affect an individual who has been guided by Allah? How can he have any effect? When you come home, you say Bismillah and you give salams. Right. When you do that, the shaitan then says to his companions, hey Yabina, let's get out of here. We don't have any place to stay for the night and there's no food for us. But when you don't do this here, when you go in the house, you don't say Bismillah and you don't say salams, the shaitan, and then you don't say Bismillah for eating, the shaitan says, hey yeah, come, Bina, come. We found the place to sleep for the night and something to eat. Yeah, looking for our, yeah.
And you left the door open.
And you left the door open.
And that's another hadith.
And a steak on the carpet.
Right? Shaitan, it says that shaitan can't enter a house when you close your door. I mean, you don't give him access in.
But that's, even the protection from the people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother, yeah. Especially them.
Seek the refuge and get on the bus and everything. If I don't say the whole dua because I don't know if I heart, but the how little place I say it. And if I'm walking up the street and I didn't remember saying it coming out the door, I say it. It's like a necessity because I know, the shaitan is here, but I know these people is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Shaitan too.
That's right.
Shut up.
Walk the earth, man.
Didn't you explain that in class one day a little while back about the
yes.
regime and the whole concept of it's the furthest from mercy.
Yes.
That whether it's
that's shaitan.
Jinn, right? But
it's man and jinn.
Yeah.
Says that's the last ayat of the Quran. The last ayat of the Quran says that, like as a reminder, that of mankind and jinn.
All right.
Whisper to the heart. Yep.
Okay.
So he gave us as the last thing to remember.
Whisper into your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. We just gonna finish right quick. Go back to Surah Baqarah. What page that was?
23 now.
Just a couple more ayahs to finish up on this, so we can get the whole point, inshallah, for the class.
We was on
Bashir al-Sabirin.
Bashir
Bashir is an imperative verb, so give glad tidings.
Okay.
Right? Announce, tell as-Sabirin. Let that Sabirin know something.
Yeah, that's what, let them know what.
Oh, coming to that.
Okay.
Coming to that.
He's like, oh,
right?
yes.
Okay, now, as-Sabirin. Now we're going to understand who are Sabirin. Alladhina, look at the next ayah. Alladhina idha asabathum musibatun. That's the Sabirin. Alladhina idha asabathum musibah. No, we ain't going. Let's stop right there. Alladhina idha asabathum musibah. This is a description of the Sabirin. Alladhina idha asabathum musibah. Musibah or asaba means that's the verb. Whom? Musibah is your fa'il. When some difficulty falls on them. This is what asaba means. Or imagine like if you had like a if you have what's it, the bow and arrow, or
target,
and you hit the mark, that's asaba.
Hit the mark.
Hit the mark. This is the word asaba. So when some musibah, some calamity, some misfortune, right? You can't get out of the way.
Hit the target, hits you.
Right? That's asaba.
Can't avoid it. Wow, that's major.
All right? The words is what's important.
Yeah.
Right? So Allah says, He gave a description of the Sabirin. الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ. That's how, now we know who is from Sabirin. When this happens, this is what they do. قَالُوا إِنَّ لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّ إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ.
That's where that came from.
Okay? See it? See, that's enough was right there, right? We don't have to translate that. And they say, this is what the people who have sabr say. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Okay? Now, why? Ulaika alayhim salawatum min rabbihim wa rahmah wa ulaika humul muhtadun.
This is what Bashir?
And let the Sabirin know. Now this is it. Ulaika, those who are sabr, who practice sabr, alayhim salawatum min rabbihim. Salawat. It's the plural for salah. Like we say sallallahu ala Muhammad, right? Salawat. Allah makes dua. Allah, we have the blessings of Allah. These people have the blessings of Allah. Salawatullahi alayhim. Salawat, right? It says alayhim salawatu min rabbihim. Salat, or blessings, dua, min rabbihim, from their Rabb. Alayhim. So they have the blessings of Allah on them. This is the people who are sabr. It may not seem like that. But that's what Allah said. And wa rahmah. And rahmah. That's what we want. That's what gets us into paradise, into Jannah, is the rahmah of Allah. Not our deeds. We need the rahmah of Allah. Right? Wa ulaika, and it is those who have sabr, who are what? Humul muhtadun. They are the ones who are guided. Okay? All right? Okay. Share a hadith with you. I got it. I think I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
Did you download the Dropbox? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I gotta redo it. I don't know what's happening. Dropbox.
All right. And looking at the tafsir of this ayah, I found an interesting hadith. This is from Ibn Kathir. I'm just going to go to the point that's in question here. Actually, it's something also about the importance of saying Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. But before that, two things. Some of us may have heard the story. May have heard, with regards to when this ayah was revealed, the Prophet, he gave halakha, he gave lessons about the ayahs. And Abu Salma went home after receiving the lessons about Inna lillahi wa inna raji'un, went home and told, his wife, Salma, about this. When Allah takes something from you, when you lose something, like, or, when Allah touch, what you're supposed to do. So, after a while, Abu Salma, shuhida, was martyred, died. And she said, in the hadith, she says, I remember what Abu Salma said to me about this ayat, or about these conditions. So I did it. And then shortly after that, the Prophet came knocking on her door. And eventually ended up asking her to marry her. And she said to myself, how can I have anyone better than Abu Salma? I have the Prophet.
I think Omar asked her and she denied it.
Yeah, other women had actually asked, yeah.
It was the close companions that asked.
Yeah. It was other companions that actually asked,
She said,
yeah.
no, you're not better, no, you're not better. And when he came, she said, yes.
You don't get no better than that.
Can't get no better than that. You know. Then I missed other parts of that hadith. You know that I just
Wanted to
just
get to that
bypass.
Yeah.
You know.
That didn't happen until she said.
There's another hadith. Let me see if I can find it right quick. One more hadith. I just want to get the wording. I remember I just want to get the wording. Yeah, I thought I wrote that. Yeah. There's another hadith that's associated with this ayat. On the last day, when the people are going to be gathered, some of the benefits of being patient is that they'll be able to go into paradise, into Jannah, without any hisab. We know hisab. Hisab is the
Accounting.
reckoning, the accounting.
70,000. Isn't that the 70,000?
No, here hisab means that you go into, in other words, you got a VIP, a pass into paradise without Allah not even gonna look at your record. I thought I wrote that down. But, and I'll bring it next time, inshallah, the hadith. It says that it's going to be said to the people, a call is going to be made to the people, where's the Sabirun? Where are they? And a group of people is going to come up and say, here we are. The angels are going to meet them and say, what do you want? We want to go to paradise. Without, no, he said, they said, yeah. He said, why? Because when someone, or when someone, when they behaved or treated us out of ignorance, halimna.
We could.
They were halim. When they oppressed us, we were patient. And when they did us some wrong, we didn't try to retaliate, And because of that, that's one of the rewards of the sabirin. Allah, it says Allah in Allah ma'a sabirin, that they be granted go into paradise without any reckoning. Yeah, I find that hadith is very nice hadith actually. Really nice. I find that hadith for us, inshallah. Okay. I thought I had written it down. Oh, here we go, right here. Here we go. The hadith says, it says, إِذَا جَمَعَ اللَّهُ الْأَوَّلِينَ وَالْآخِرِينَ يُنَادِي مُنَادِ. When Allah will gather the beginning of mankind and the end all together, meaning the day of judgment. Yunadi munad. A caller will call out. Aina as-sabirun. لِيَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ قَبْلَ الْحِسَابِ. So that they can enter paradise before hisab. Call, and then he said, the narrator said, فَيَقُومُ أُنُقٌ مِنَ النَّاسِ. So a group of people from amongst the people, a group of them, not all of the people, but a group, a band from them, will stand. فَتَلَقَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. And the angels will meet them, will greet them. فَيَقُولُونَ إِلَى أَيْنَ مَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Where y'all going, O children of Adam? And they said, فَيَقُولُونَ إِلَى جَنَّةِ. And then the angel said, فَيَقُولُونَ قَبْلَ الْحِسَابِ before reckoning. And then they said, قَالُوا نَعَمْ. And then the angel said, قَالُوا وَمَنْ أَنْتُمْ. وَمَنْ, who are you? This one angel, who are you? قَالُوا الصَّابِرُونَ. We are the Sabirun. And then they said, قَالُوا وَمَا كَانَ صَبَرْكُمْ. What's your, how are you sabr? قَالُوا صَبَرْنَا عَلَى طَاعَةِ اللَّهِ. We was patient with the commands of Allah. وَصَبَرْنَا عَنْ مُصِيبَةِ Allah. We was patient on the mu'sibah, the calamities that came. حَتَّى تَوَفَّنَا اللَّهُ, until Allah called us. Until Allah caused us to die. And then قَالُوا أَنْتُمْ كَمَا قُلْتُمْ أُدْخُلُوا جَنَّةً. You are who you say you are, so enter paradise. فَنِعْمَ أَجْرَ الْعَامِلِينَ. And so, then thus they made into the paradise. And then, then there's another narration of that, another narration of the hadith that says, this ayat here, again, this is the tafsir. It says here, وَأَسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ إِنَّهَا. It says here, in this hadith, the Prophet said, whenever something would distress him, right? Whenever a affair distressed him, he make the salah. In the sabr, wa sabr sabran. What for sabr ala tarak muharram wa ma'tham? So you have patience on leaving what's haram, the evil things. You should be patient on that, and sabr ala fi'li ta'at. And then you also be patient on doing obedience. And that sabr gives a greater reward by being, by being patient on obeying Allah. Because that's the intent. The intent is to obey Allah. So you get a reward for that there. And so here, sabr, he says, is something that is obligatory. It's obligatory on us to have patience. Be patient. And then the rest of the hadith, as we just read it, as we just told you about, the angel said, who are the people, go to paradise without any reckoning. It's the people who have sabr. And may Allah Ta'ala, include us in that group of people. All right, so like I said, next week, inshallah, we got to go into back into Dr. Rahim's book. So you should pre-read lesson 6. We're up to lesson 6 in his book. Okay, back to the vocabulary and all that stuff, and then maybe by the like the last week of the class or the last week of the month, that class will go over there. What time is it right now?
1:30.
1:30. Okay. Kwame, was you able to do this assignment? You didn't do it, you said?
I did part of it.
You understand what you have to do now?
Yes, I do.
So this,
Okay. Yeah, just right quick, let me, so, it was a 2-part assignment. That's what happens when we go through Quran or something, it just opens up the door to a whole lot of different,
Yeah. It's amazing.
Actually, I only wanted to do this for maybe like a half an hour, 45 minutes. I really knew we were setting ourselves up. I should have known better. Should have known better. Yeah.
Nah, we appreciate it, believe me. We need it.
Okay, right quick. 2 things you have to do with the verbs. It was a 2-part assignment. One was you had to first get the first 6 things that you should be able to get with a verb. The first 3 things are verbs, and then the last 3 things are nouns. So with any verb, you should be able to get your past, present, and imperative. Right? And then you should be able to extract at least 3 nouns from that. Your masdar, your ismu fa'il, and your ismu maf'ul. Right? So, like a verb, like, I want to take a verb other than what we had from the class. Let's say like, let's say, kharaja. Okay? Kharaja. Okay? Past tense verb. Okay? Then you go to, because this first part is so you can get practice using the dictionary. I had to go to the dictionary to find out what the present tense verb is. So if you go to the dictionary, you will see that the present tense verb is going to show the letter U, which means that it takes a dhamma. So you know the middle vowel in your present tense. Right? Right? And then from this, you can form your imperative. So if we have kharaja, yakhruju, what's the imperative?
Ukhruj.
Ukhruj. Okay? And now we want to make our ismu fa'il from this verb. Not all verbs can take it, but just for practicing, right? So we can get in the habit of forming it. So kharaja, and this one could though, but not all verbs actually use ismu fa'il. So first, what's our masdar for kharaja? Okay. Kharaja, yakhruju, ukhruj. Come on. Come on, that's it. Khuruj, good. Right? He winged that one, but it's okay.
He threw it out there.
Khuruj. And again, we normally make it mansub, but we could have easily just said khuruj. Okay? Could easily just said khuruj. But we normally make it, and when we do this exercise, we normally make it mansub. Okay? But it could have just been that, khuruj. Okay? And then we go for our ismu fa'il. For a regular verb, the form of ismu fa'il is just how it sounds, fa'il. So the first letter is long with an aleph. So the car is the fa of the letter. So the car is going to have aleph coming after it. And then rich. Okay? That's our ismu fa'il. And then the ismu maf'ul, just like it sounds, maf'ul on that same pattern. Begins with mim, followed by sukoon of the original letter. So mak. Makhruj. Okay? Now that's the first part of the assignment. Okay? So that's what you should do for every verb.
That's what you thought.
Right.
That's why you
now,
said
full conjugation now is then you take this verb, kharaja, right? And now you conjugate it fully. Past, present, and the imperative. That's it.
Oh, just the full conjugation for them 3.
Yeah, because these are the only things that can be conjugated.
Right.
In other words, kharaja, we start out with kharaja, right?
Yes.
Right? Yakhruju, right?
Yes.
And, right? Whether you put the pronoun or don't put the pronoun, but if you want to use the pronoun for train and will, so we say that's huwa. Then we go to next to hiya.
This is what I need, because I mean, I wasn't sure where, to go like he.
We're giving you the order right now. Huwa, hiya, huma. Huma is written, we're going to do twice, because in the past tense, what would it be for huma, for kharaja?
Them 2?
How will we say it? How will we say it? How will we say kharaja with the meaning of huma?
Yeah.
We're in past tense.
Oh,
Kharaja,
Karajahuma?
kharaja, kharaja,
Karajah.
or
Okay.
kharajata.
Yes, that's the
Right?
Wow.
Right?
The Alice is the sign.
Right, the aleph is making the dual. And then we go to home. Right? What's the verb? How do we say it?
Karaju.
Kharaju.
Who's a Jew?
Okay, and then hunna. What's the verb for hunna? Good. Kharajna. Kwame, the only one saying something. He's the only one that know it, I guess, huh?
Nah, nah.
They don't.
Oh, this is
Kharajna. Anta is next. Kharajta anti. Kharaj antuma. Antuma. Kharaj tuma, right? Just take off the Kharaj antum. Antunna. Anna. Kharajtu. Nahnu. Kharajna. That's fully conjugating the past tense verb. Now you conjugate the present tense verb. Same order. So we already got huwa yakaruju. How do we say it with here? Takaruju. Let's come on. Huma. Same thing. For huma is dual. So we have two forms. We have for he, for they, meaning two guys, and you also have a feminine version. So the masculine version is with yeah. So look, yakuruju. The here becomes takaruju. Now we have huma. So I want to say they left, or they are leaving. Excuse me. Yakuruj. Jani, or make it feminine. Go back to the tag. Takurujani. Now we have whom? They are leaving, or they are exiting. Yakurujuna. Humna. It goes back to the yeah, because the tag is being used for antum. Yakuruj.
Nah. That's the one at the end. I was like, it's tripping.
Anta. Takuruju. Anti. Anti.
Oh, auntie. Takurujina.
Takurujina.
Takurujina, man.
Takurujina.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Antuma. Antuma. No matter what, second person always got to start with tag. Let's keep it simple. It's antuma. It's a dual. Takurujan.
Takurujan.
Yep.
Yeah, with the line. Jan.
Jan. Alex.
Oh, Jan?
Takurujan.
Okay, because
See it?
What am I thinking? Oh, I know.
See it? I mean, do you see it? Do I have to write it?
No, you
Okay.
I can't see it.
Antuna. Because I want y'all to.
That's what he's trying to do for
him. Right? I want y'all to. You got to see it. Because no matter what the verb is, because once you see it, then we can start communicating.
Yeah.
If we getting stuck on, because that's, we have them like brain freezes or something,
Be like
stuck.
You be in the middle of a sentence like, una, una. Una, yeah,
That's
see.
a serious, they call that stuttering.
Yeah, that's bad.
Stuttering.
You blowing,
Okay.
you just don't know.
So, Antuna we at, right? Antuna be what? Now that's where the tag comes back. Right? That's the difference between hunna and antuna in the right present tense. Hunna uses yakurujna and then the antuna uses the tag.